Hey, Frank wanted me to remind you guys that this upcoming Thursday, just a couple of days from now, Barry Habib is going to be teaching you how to overcome objections in a raising rate environment. This is going to be hosted by Angel Oak, so you don't want to miss it. It's free to you. Free's always good. Click the spinner right over there. Now, Frank's not here today because he's got something more important to do than his job.
Excellent!
Not sure what that is, but clearly it's more important. All right, on with the show. Governor Andrew Cuomo, the dolt who stripped away appraiser independence, which has led to $2,500 appraisals in Oregon, is back at it again. Seriously, who has more dormant brain activity? Maxine Waters or WWE lookalike Vince McMahon, Andrew Cuomo? I don't know. It's a tough one. But anyways, he's back at it again. Governor Cuomo has made a move to get rid of income discrimination in housing. Yes, you heard me right, income discrimination. So if you're buying a house and you don't make enough money to afford the payment on that house of your dreams, you should file a lawsuit against the lender claiming income discrimination, because in this country, you should always be able to get, everything you want to get whenever you want to get it, regardless of the circumstance. This is the fall of Rome, I'm telling you. Income discrimination. What's next? We're having a little fun with this thing, but let me explain what Andrew Cuomo's talking about when it comes to income discrimination. What it means is discrimination where landlords should not be able to discriminate against a potential tenant based on how they receive their money. So they say if you receive Section 8 vouchers or Social Security disability or a veteran's pension, you cannot deny residency based on that, how they get their income. But let's talk turkey about this. Let's be serious here for a minute. Are we really talking about veterans or Social Security income? The answer is hell no. Those are thrown in to soften the position. What we're really talking about here, boys and girls, is Section 8. That's it. Landlords don't want to rent to Section 8 families because they don't want their units to get thrashed, or they don't want the values of their buildings to be compromised. Now, seriously here, let's face this. If you own an apartment complex where no renters are Section 8, then for some reason you kick everybody out and put in only Section 8 tenants, will the value of that property go down? And the answer is yes, like it or not. Now, sorry if you don't want to hear that, but it's true. Further, can you honestly tell me with a straight face that the units will be as well maintained with Section 8 vouchers? Ask yourself, you tell me, but I'm thinking probably not. So the real question here is, does the landlord have a right to maintain the value of his or her investment? Because what the government cannot legislate is the unintended consequences of this move by Cuomo. Now, of course he can make this move and force a landlord to accept Section 8 vouchers, but he cannot legislate the opinion of other investors should this landlord decide to sell down the road. Because when he does, he's going to get a smaller ROI. Now, if this is the case, what can a landlord do to protect the investment against Cuomo's move? Now, let's think about this for a second here. He can raise rents to the point where no Section 8 vouchers will qualify, which hurts everybody, or he can sell his investment to somebody else and leave Section 8 or any other New York tenants with fewer options, thus leading to higher rents for everybody, which will undoubtedly happen here. In other words, the unintended consequences of such a move would be far more detrimental to those he's trying to protect than any benefit that you could possibly get. Now, you may say that I'm being crass or I'm being uncaring, and I'd say to you, if you think I'm bad, just look at what Cuomo's trying to do here. It's far worse, but because it's disguised as being caring, more people are inclined to give this guy a pass. Now, I'm just saying, no, let's call him on his BS. Generation Xers out there, you think you're young, right? Just a little whippersnappers? Well, move your geriatric ass on down the road and let's make room for Generation Zers. This, by the way, makes me feel super old. Now, Gen Zers are entering the housing market, and there's a few things that Real Estate Daily wants you to know. Number one, Gen Zers start if you were born after 1995, and they represent a whopping 21% of our population already. Number 2, Generation Zers, they're coming out of their mother's uteruses with smartphones in their little tiny hands, but still, professionalism and face-to-face interaction is what they're looking for. And number 3, they want to live close to where they work. Now, here's the good part for you professional real estate agents out there right now. 97% of those surveyed say they want to buy a house. That's great news. And 82% say it's the biggest part of the American dream. A whopping 81% say that when they buy a house, they want to work with an agent and will find those agents through trusted referrals from friends and family. Now, this goes back to what I've been saying now for the past 6 months. You have 2 models in real estate and lending right now. Model number 1 is a discount model with a race to the bottom when it comes to service. But seriously, let's face it, when your loans go sideways because you've got a sweatshop loan officer working those deals in the middle of the country because your company's owner wants to burn other lenders down to the ground, it's going to be a negative experience, and it's going to hurt those real estate agents and the agent's ability to become a trusted referral. Or the other option is, which is what I would suggest, is you can work with partners who elevate service with great and fair pricing models. At the end of the transaction, everybody always, guys, they remember service. Not the price, but they remember service. Have you ever bought a pair of shoes from Nordstrom's? It's a little different than buying them from Payless now, isn't it? Gen Z and Gen everybody remembers service. And this is still a referral-based industry regardless of the technology that we have. Keep that in mind when you look at the professionals you surround yourself with. It's a difference maker. Hey, listen guys, Frank will be back tomorrow. He's just got some stuff he had to do, and I told him, hey man, it's cool. Just get it done. I can do this alone. If you're meeting us for the first time, I'm one of the half here. Frank will be back tomorrow, and we want you to subscribe so we can give this to you for free every single day of the week. And if you are watching us in half for a while, it really helps when you share our show with other professionals out there. With that said, you guys make it a great and prosperous day. Catch you tomorrow.